So last night EA released a Team of the Week player that could well be better than Lionel Messi. It is the Algerian Messi himself, 86 rated Mahrez. The goal that he scored against Newcastle, absolute rocket. His long shot stats though look a little bit on the low side, but we're going to find out if you convert him from right mid to cam, is he better than the likes of Messi, Alessandro Lozano? Here we go. Leave a like. If you are needing game codes or anything game related, head over to g2a.com, use the code Fuji on that site to get a discount on every single order. Stock up on PSN, Xbox Lives in time for Footmas, which is dropping very soon. And let's get into the video. So just before we start speaking about Mahrez, if you're wanting to get your hands on a free football gaming app, link in the description to Top 11. Click that link, it'll take you to the App Store. It is pretty much Football Manager meets Ultimate Team. If you like the sound of that, give it a try and see if you like it. So the formation, I started off with the 4-5-1. This is very similar to the Fatal side, and I was playing a fair few games last night in a 4-2-3-1 formation. I've been testing 4-1-2-1-2 and 4-2-3-1, still not sure, and I don't know what I'm set on for this weekend. I'll probably go back to a 4-2-3-1. Like the 4-1-2-1-2, I'm so inconsistent with it. Some games I can defend, other games I really find it difficult. So anyway, Mahrez, I wanted to bring up some of the traits as well that this guy has. So finesse shot, flair, long shot taker, playmaker, and technical dribbler. I'm actually shocked to see, well, that I haven't seen speed dribbler. Seriously, I thought, well, if you're going to give a speed dribbler to someone, surely it's got to be Mahrez. Like, he does run at pace, change directions really quickly. But then again, I guess he's a technical dribbler because he likes to slow down the play a little bit, then he's changing directions. So he has some fantastic traits. Looking at what he's done for me, 9 games, 10 goals, 6 assists as a cam in a 4-2-3-1 formation with medium work rates. That's exactly the same as a prime Del Piero. 133,000. I sniped him as soon as he was released on on Wednesday at 6 PM. So he's going to be selling for about 140 now, like 135, 140. 4-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves. I don't usually like players with a left foot, but if he's got a good weak foot and if he's got those skill moves, he's going to be incredibly fun to use. Some fantastic card stats, and looking at his in-game stats, 96 agility, 88 balance, so I would say that helps his strength a little bit. His composure is good, his dribbling is fantastic. His long shots are a little bit on the low side though. Although he's got like long shot taker and finesse shot trait, 78 long shots. Doesn't really look good with 81 finishing, but how did he play in game? And please do keep an eye on 80 stamina. That may have affected him. We're going to find out. So I really want to break it down and compare him to players like Alessandro Lozano, Messi, because he is up there with some of the best cards that you can really buy on the game. So the formation, like I said, I switched up to a 4-2-3-1. Going back to someone like Danny Rose, he was alright in that left back position, but he's not that good, not gonna lie. So Del Piero left attacking mid. We had Mane as the right attacking mid, who scored a lot of goals actually. I'm starting to enjoy him more and more. So if you have got the hero card, or you're wanting just to, well, if you've missed out on the opportunity to unlock the player of the month, the hero card in that right mid position is probably just as good. So this is how I set out the team, but in the narrow 4-2-3-1, not the number 2. I just made a mistake. So those are, those are the players that I used. The custom tactics that I ended up on is not that. I'm making so many mistakes right now. Hold on a minute. Custom tactics. Here we go. So this is what I've been using. 60 chance creation, 75 shooting. I've brought up my aggression again. You know how I had it like 50-50? Well, actually, I had 40 pressure and then 50 aggression. Well, I've brought the pressure up to 50 and I brought the aggression up to 65 again. I wanted to see if I could defend with it. I don't know what I'm set on, because if I put it on like 40-50, I feel like I'm inviting pressure and then I'm having to play very aggressive anyway. But if I just let the game do its thing, I'm always going to change it. You know me, I just can't settle on a set of custom tactics. And I think a lot of the pros actually do change things up as well. The game changes, so they're going to have to adapt to that. That's what I feel anyway. Well, that's what happens to me. I can only speak for myself. Let's get into some clips though. Let's find out what Mahrez is all about. So last night I did end up facing Epsilon Gwiggsy, who was very good on FIFA 17. FIFA 18, I don't know how he's getting on in the pro scene, but he is still pro, and I faced him, and these are the first couple of clips, and he was really good to put on the pressure. That was very difficult to get past, but I scored a really nice goal, and Mahrez drifted into a good spot inside the box to finish it off for me. And looking at his games to goals, 9 games, 10 goals, 6 assists, which is actually a really good return for a cam. Like, that's what you probably would expect from a striker, a game to goal. And I've got to be honest though, some matches he went a little bit quiet, but for the most part he was really, really good for me. Now, if you look at his agility and his dribbling, if you're wondering what you really want from a player, and you don't know how good someone is going to be on the ball, just compare them to Mahrez, because this guy, you're going to have absolute full control over him. If you want to turn, Mahrez is going to be able to do that. And added to the technical dribble trait, you've got the flair for Mahrez as well. He's fun. He puts the fun back in FIFA 18, especially when the game is smooth. I was playing quite late in the night and no one was on the game. No one's on midweek. That's why the gameplay is usually really good. Outstanding. Really had some fun with him. Now, one thing that I wanted to highlight, which is a little bit weird, is his actual passing. It's 87 passing on his card stat, and I was actually saying I don't really notice any difference between like 80 to 87. I don't know what it's going to feel like in game really, but Mahrez was actually putting some really nice weight behind some of the balls over to the left attacking and right attacking mid, and I was finding it really easy to build up. His pace is fine. If you're positioning him from like right mid to cam, if you don't mind doing that as soon as the game starts, then his pace as a cam, 85, is totally fine, especially as a middle cam. If you're wanting to play him as a right mid, I don't think he's going to be that effective for you. He's still going to be able to create chances, but if you're really relying on someone to jet in behind, he's just lacking that 90, 95 pace that Alessandrini can provide. His finishing though, I would say is weird, because if you get him inside the box, he's going to be able to score. Some shots I pulled, probably user error, and also Mahrez himself. His finishing outside the box though is a little bit weird, because he has long shot taker and finesse shot trait, and I would advise you to lean towards the finesse shots instead of looking to drill the shots across goal, because I didn't have any success with those. Finesse shots, I like them. I think he can pop them, and that's probably what is helping him, the trait, with the low actual long shot stat. Let me just quickly bring it up. Yeah, he's got 78 long shots, which isn't really that good, but he can score outside the box, and if you can get him inside the box, that's what I feel from this card. He's suiting someone that likes to play like myself. You do a few quick passes, allow him to drift inside, 1-2, and then he's basically on top of the goal to slot it home. And he keeps composed as well. He can finish with both feet. He's got the skill moves. I really like him. And if I'm comparing him to Messi, I think, is he better than Messi? To be honest with you, I don't think he's better than Messi, because you've got to take into consideration you have the positioning from Messi. You've got the extra pace, the dribbling, the finishing. Messi's good. He's just lacking the 5-star skills. Is he better than Alessandrini? No, he's not, and that's a little bit of a problem, because this guy, he has very, very good stats, but Alessandrini is just one of those cards that he's incredibly quick. He gets rebounds because of some weird strength that comes out of nowhere, which Mahrez didn't really have. His finishing is unbelievable inside and outside the box. Like, Mahrez can score long shots, but it isn't as consistent as Alessandrini. And if you compare Mahrez to Lozano, who would I prefer? I'd still stick with Lozano. But this guy, if you're focused on the Premier League and you're wanting to bring in those types of players, Mahrez is going to destroy for you. He is outstanding on the ball, like, seriously. So I would definitely recommend him for 133,000, and then with the rewards coming out as well, he's going to probably drop to under 100k, and I would only advise you to pick him up if you're someone that is going to convert him to a cam. I would not play him as a right wing, right forward. I know that a lot of people will. I just don't think it's going to work as well. If he gets another inform, I swear we've got a very, very good card on our hands. I just wish that his finishing would have been upgraded a little bit more. See, this is what I don't understand. They favor like the worst players when it comes to upgrades. If you've got someone who has like an 80 overall card, they'll be knocked up to 82 and their finishing will be like 87 or something ridiculous. But as soon as like a Premier League player gets an upgrade, they are kind of scared to really up it. So you see Mahrez, and this is his second in form, and he only has 81 finishing. Come on now. He should have at least like 84, 85, and then that would probably be better than Messi. But right now, I don't think he is, but he definitely has the agility, like the free movement. He's incredible. His stamina wasn't even that much of a problem, if I'm honest with you. 80 stamina is good. Towards the end of the game, yes, he was kind of dead, but then you can just make subs. But it wasn't as important, like get him off, bring someone else on. His strength is okay. Sometimes I got some lucky rebounds, but it didn't feel that good. He's just a good player. He is really good. Would I use him in the weekend league? I think yes, definitely he's good enough. Personally, for me, you know that I favour someone with the right foot, but then again, I've been using Alessandrini, so yeah, that's opened up the options. And Mahrez, yeah, I will be totally honest with you, I would use him in the weekend league, but I feel that in certain games, I just don't feel that he would step up, because I know that a couple of those matches that I played last night, he did go missing, and that's just a little bit of a problem for me. And then adding that to the long shot, where it wasn't that consistent, if you can get him inside the box, he's going to score. It's just outside the box at times, it's a bit 50-50. But overall, for 130,000 and my estimated price, what he's going to drop down to, like 100k, totally worth it. Really fun player to use, and he can score with both feet. What more do you want? Pick up Mahrez, play him as a cam, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. So if you have, leave a like and let me know if you're going to go and give him a go, and I will see you on the next one.